So just a couple months ago, I started a brand new Shopify store from zero to now doing over $100,000 per month. And the crazier part is this was all done using AI. AI helped me find the product, AI helped me build the store, and AI pretty much helped me create the ads. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the exact strategy that I use to go from zero to over $100,000 per month and how you can do the same even if you're starting from scratch. And this all starts with what's known as finding a winning product. Now, before we dive into tools or methods and all these different strategies that change year over year, you have to understand what a winning product actually is, because without knowing what a winning product is, you can use any tool in the book, you can use any software that's out there. You're not going to know which products to pick and choose because you don't know what builds an actual winning product. However, if you can understand these three key principles, you'll be able to spot winning products no matter what strategy or tool that you end up using. So to start off, the first key principle is the product has to be recently trending. You don't want to start selling something that was sold years ago, and while you can spark a product, we want to look for something that's currently about to pop off and not many people has hopped on yet. Now, the next thing is you want your product to actually solve a real problem. You don't want to sell a gimmicky toy that has no use or provides no value to the customer. Especially if you're a beginner, a product that solves a real problem is going to be 10 times more easier to sell because customers will be buying the solution that the product provides. For example, one of the products I sold in the past was known as psoriasis cream. Now, this solved a real problem because people dealing with psoriasis, which for those of you who don't know is like red bumps and acne on your skin, this cream actually helped a lot of people. So it solved a real problem. The product that I'm also currently selling, which is the store I showed you guys the results of in the beginning, also solves a real problem, which leads me to my next point. Your product should also have a high perceived value, which if your product solves a big enough problem, it should automatically have a higher perceived value. For example, let's say you're selling a cream that gets rid of wrinkles. The only other alternative to a cream that gets rid of wrinkles is to actually get surgery, which is expensive. Therefore, if you have a product that actually helps get rid of wrinkles and you're selling it for 40 bucks, that has a high enough perceived value to where people are willing to pay 40, 50 bucks for a simple bottle, which will cost you almost nothing. So if you come across a product that's recently trending, solves a real problem, and has a high perceived value, you might have just struck gold, buddy. Now, again, finding a product that meets all these criterias can be a challenge, which is why I'm gonna hop into my computer and actually show you guys what I do to find these types of products and how you can do it too. Now, before we find a product, we need to make sure we find a reliable supplier that can pack and ship our orders quickly and with quality. You need to realize that this is the foundation of your business. If your supplier and sourcing and shipping system is weak, the moment you get traction, everything is just going to collapse. Customers are going to have complaints, refunds and chargebacks are going to come in. So you want to make sure your supplier and sourcing system is solid. Now, if you're just starting out, the tool that I recommend you use is known as AutoDS. These guys will literally take care of everything known to man in terms of supplying and sourcing for you. And they're literally the number one in the space when it comes to sourcing and shipping out products. They have a catalog of almost any product that you can think of. And if they don't, you can create a sourcing request and they'll personally get you sourcing, which means whenever you're starting to run ads and orders start coming in, AutoDS will automatically fulfill those orders for you. It'll automatically update all the orders with all the tracking information, and it will keep your back end running smoothly so you don't need to stress or have a headache when it comes to products and fulfillment. Aside from the warehouses they have in China, they also have warehouses in the US, which means you can provide your customers with 3 to 5 day shipping instead of the typical 2 to 3 weeks. So I partnered up with them and they hooked me up with a little bit of a discount that I can provide you guys. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link below, which you can visit anytime throughout this video. And now let's get back into how we can actually find these products that meet all 3 requirements. So I'm on this website known as the Facebook Ads Library. Now, most of you have already heard of this, but for those who haven't, it's basically a library of all the active ads on Facebook. And we're going to use this to come across products that actually meet the criteria that I mentioned earlier. And you may be asking yourself, how are we going to use this website to find products? Well, in here, you can search almost any keyword. So if I go ahead and search free shipping today only, which is typically a keyword that dropshippers will have in their ad copy, we're going to start getting a bunch of dropshipping ads. So as you can see, after I typed in the free shipping today only keyword, a bunch of dropshipping ads popped up. You can see this is like a cream. Once we click shop now and go to their website, they're selling this orange cream for $34.95. And you can see it's only been active for 1 hour. So that tells me that they just started running ads. They're just trying to see if this is going to work. As we scroll down, you can see that there's just so many more dropshipping ads. There's another store selling this as well. We can scroll down. We have this right here, which is the skin product for 48 bucks. So you can see all these different products. Now, obviously you don't want to use just this one keyword. You want to be creative, be different a bit. And I'll leave a link below to a keyword pack for completely free. So once you're on here, go to the ads library keyword pack and you could just see all these different reviews. So you can go ahead and like copy this one trending on TikTok and search it up. So you can see we have this one right here. And if we go to their store, there's just beauty patches. It's just another drop shipping store. So again, you could use the link below and there's just a bunch of different keywords in here. You can come up with your own. You could use them from here. Doesn't really matter, but this product research method is powerful because it's showing active ads that are actually running to date. Now, one flaw with the ads library is as you're going through it, you're going to see all these ads which are already active and running. So let's say you decide to start selling this product right here. You're going to be going up against people who are already running this, meaning while they're already spending thousands of dollars per day, you're most likely going to get outbid and they're already going to be 2 steps ahead of you, which is why I like to use this next tool called Calodata. Now, this isn't going to be free, but you're going to have a lot more access to products that are just new and up and coming, so you can ride the wave and be one of the first people to actually start selling it. Now, essentially what Calodata is it shows you a bunch of new products that are popping off on TikTok Shop. So the goal here is to find something that's popping off and is pretty new and be one of the first people to bring it over to Facebook ads. So you can see this is the page that we're on the product section. And what I like doing is going by launch date and sorting within the last 30 days. And this is going to show us products that are newly being launched in the past 30 days. So you can see the chart here. These are products that are just popping off. For example, this little extension mascara for 15 bucks just started popping off and it's already surpassed $1 million in sales in under 30 days. So what I like to do on here is just scroll through all these pages and try and come across something that catches my interest. And we also want to stay away from these very cheap products because running ads on Facebook is going to cost us money, and after product cost and ad spend, we're not going to be left with anything. So I like to look for something maybe in the $20, $30, $40 range, and that's sort of my sweet spot that I go to. And if you're just starting out, this method is literally cracked because not only does it show you the revenue numbers, but it also gives you the video content to use, meaning you can launch a product within a few hours if you really wanted to. And that's what all the students in my inner circle are using. You can see Iman just started a new product on a new store and he's already at 1.5K. Joseph hit 3K in a single day. We have 1.5K in a single day. We have Yes Chef who did $221, and this guy's like literally a complete beginner. We have Iman who crossed 100K on his other store. We have Brightside who did $557 just in a singular day. We have Gianni who did $1,200 on his first product. We have Gus who did $200 in a single day. And these are people who just started with ecom and are seeing results like this. Shameless little plug, but if you guys think you're a good fit for the private inner circle, I'll drop a link for you guys to apply below. And I'm telling you guys, one product can literally change your guys' life. So anyway, back to the program. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through here, find a product that I think can potentially work and show you guys an example. Okay, so after a bit of research, I came across this product called the Holiday Trio. Now, I wouldn't recommend you go out and sell this. I'm strictly using this listing for educational purposes because this is a brand and it could cause your store to get taken down just because they could DMCA you or whatever and the product might be patented. But this is a product that meets most of the criteria, and I'm just showing you guys an example of what to look for in terms of the chart and the pricing. So this product in the last 30 days did $200,000, which is still pretty good, and it still is pretty new. So if we look at the chart, it only started popping off just a few days ago, and it's doing around 20K, 15K, 10K per day right now, and it's pretty consistent. This is the type of chart that I want to look for on Calodata. Now, the cool part is all the videos are also here. So you can see this video right here did $30,000 in sales. This simple video did 30K. Now, I went on ads library and searched up anybody who might be selling this product, and I came across this one store right here, and there was pretty much only one other person running this. So again, if you come across another product and you find something that only one other person is selling, there's still a lot of time for you to come in, make your own store and start running ads. So we can go over to his store and we can see he's selling it for $24.99, and he's selling a pack of 2 for $44.99 and $69.99. So you can see this guy just made a basic store and he's running ads for it. Now, again, I'm not recommending you go out and do this for this specific product. So this is strictly for educational purposes. So again, this meets the criteria. You can see it's recently trending. It solves a real problem and it has a high perceived value. So that's what you want to look for in the products that you find and keep that top of mind. So once you actually find a product, you want to make sure it's a good product and you're not just wasting your time, effort, money, and energy on it. So you want to actually validate the product. I actually made an AI product validator, which again isn't perfect, but it gets the job done. So you guys can go over to the link below and click the AI product validator, and it'll take you to ChatGPT with a trained AI, and you can go ahead and click, is my product a winner? And it'll ask you just for a few things like the product link. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this product link and paste it in here, and it's gonna go ahead and tell me if I should test it, skip it, or whatever else. So you can see it actually went ahead and told me to test this product. You can even get a full breakdown by just typing in yes, and it'll give you more of a breakdown on the product and just a little bit more detail. So you can use this if needed. The next thing is to actually build the store. Now, the type of store I like to go for isn't a one product store. It's not a general store. It's actually a hybrid in between, hence why it's called the hybrid store. This is the method that I use for all my stores, and it literally crushes. With this approach, you can maintain the flexibility of a general store, meaning you can test dozens of different products in different niches, but you can also keep that one product store branded approach. We're not going to go and make a website called dogcollars.com, and let's say that product fails. We're going to have to go ahead and rebrand our store, buy a new domain, and waste you a lot of time, money, and energy. Instead, we want to name our store something more broad, something like shopavela.com. And the word Avela doesn't necessarily mean anything, so you can sell dog collars. And let's say for whatever reason that product fails, you can start selling creams and tallows on there. So let's say we want to create our store name. We can go over to the AI brand name generator, and all you do is click give me brand name ideas, and it'll spit out 10 brand name ideas for you that you can use. So you can see these are the type of stores that we want to use. So Shop Salvia, Shop Avela, Shop Navari. So these are literally perfect names that you can use for your store. Perfect. Once you have your store name, which in my case, we're going to be using Shop Avela, you can go to the link in the description and go to the AI store builder. And this is pretty much just going to create you a store with preloaded winning products, preloaded proven to convert templates, and pretty much everything that you need to get started. So you just go through the simple process, choose your store color, go to the next step, go ahead and click create account, and this will redirect you to Shopify to actually create your store and give us access. So once you create your store, simply paste the URL, go to the next step, then go ahead and paste your Shopify API token, which all the directions are on here, and it's very, very simple to follow along and use. And go ahead and click next step. Once you activate your Shopify store, you can go ahead and click start store build, and it will literally start doing all of the work for you. So just let this load, stay on the screen, don't close the tab, and your store will pretty much be done. So once you're done, you can go ahead and click view your store right here. I already made the name and already bought the domain, so the name is Avela, and it already has all these preloaded products on there. Now, obviously, you want to draft all these products and add the product that you actually found yourself. And in the beginning, you don't want anything complicated. Your product page can be as simple as this, literally having Avela lip butter balm, a few product images, and a description with an FAQ and some features right here, and you're pretty much good to go. I like to use Kaching bundles for these offers right here, so you can customize and make cool little offers, but this is all you need. A lot of people tend to waste a lot of time making the fanciest product pages, but if you don't know that the product is going to work, there's no need to waste hours at building the perfect site. Very, very simple page. You can have AI do the description and the product images for you by simply going to the AI resources that I'll leave below. Go to the AI description generator, write me a description right here, and it'll ask for the product link. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop it, and it'll go ahead and craft a nice description for us. So this is a description, and very, very short, effective, and straight to the point. And you can come over to the product page and paste the description and click save, and we can go ahead and view our product page, and you can see we have a nice little description here. Doesn't need to be anything crazy. We're just testing to see if the product works. Now, let's say you don't have good product images. You don't need cameras, professional equipment, and all this lighting and stuff. We can literally make high quality product images with AI. So you can just screenshot the existing product images or the supplier images, go over to the AI product image creator, and we'll go over and just drag this into ChatGPT. So it told us to upload our product images. We can upload it, and we can just give it a general idea. Just because this AI is already trained, we can say, give me only the green one on a wooden table with apples around it. Okay, so it gave us this image, and obviously I wanted green apples, but I should have been more specific. So you can see how good of quality images these are, and you can download these, add them to your website, and literally you can have high quality professional images in a few seconds. Okay, so to put everything together, let's say we want to get sourcing for this specific product. What we can do is go over to the Shopify App Store and search AutoDS and install AutoDS's app. Once you're inside the app, you can go ahead and search your product here. So you can search the name of your product in their catalog, and they just have a bunch of different options you can choose from. Or you can click untracked products right here and create a sourcing request. Go ahead and click process sourcing request. And now AutoDS is going to process a sourcing request for your exact product. So you can see they found a pretty good amount of products. And if they don't find anything for your product, you can request manual sourcing right here. But I'm going to go ahead and just choose this one right here and click continue. And then go ahead and click link product right here and link product once again. Anytime somebody places an order, it will automatically be shipped and fulfilled by AutoDS as long as you have a balance with them. Okay, so we found the product, validated it, built a store around it, all with AI. The last thing that we need to do is actually start running ads. Now, a lot of people like to talk about running TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, Pinterest ads, blah, 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 blah. Facebook ads has been my bread and butter for the past 5 years. I have ran TikTok ads in the past and have done pretty well with them, but right now, currently, Facebook and Instagram ads are what's printing. But before I go into the actual strategy, we need to actually have content to run on Facebook ads. And you can do this using a couple different methods. So obviously we're back on Calidata, which I showed you guys earlier. If you scroll down and click on the video and ad section, Calidata does have videos that you can use from. Now, little disclaimer, these are other creators' videos, but to test, it's perfectly fine. And it literally shows you the top performing videos. So if you want to run something fast and get the proof of concept, you can download these videos and use it at your own discretion. You can also go on platforms like TikTok itself, search the product name up, go on YouTube, put a bunch of different clips together. And that way, if you're mixing and matching clips, you can't get in trouble for it. So if you want a company that does that all for you, you can go ahead and use my team over at Bands Off Ads. You can pretty much get anything creatives related from here. So whether you want Facebook ads, TikTok style ads, I would recommend getting the TikTok style ads and running them on Facebook. You can use AI ads or create your own AI actors, or you can use image ads, which, trust me, you don't want to sleep on image ads. So whatever you need that's creatives related, you can use them. You can even create AI actors here. So you can generate a script with AI. Let's say we're going to use wrinkle remover and generate an AI script. And it's just going to generate us a quick script that we can use right here. Go ahead and go to the next step, and we can choose an actor to actually talk about this, and then go ahead and go to the next step. Generate an audio so we can actually see how it sounds. And this is how you can easily generate free to use content with AI. And I'll leave a link to this again if you guys want to check it out. So that's the audio. If you're happy with the output, you can click next, and we'll just name it video 1 and click on create video. So it'll take about 3 minutes to create the video, and we'll have our own custom AI video. And again, you don't want to just have this raw content playing. You want to add little clips overlaying it and have B-roll to keep the user's attention and keep them hooked. Okay, so the video is ready. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Hey friends, I just have to share this amazing skin cream I found. I was struggling with fine lines and wrinkles, and honestly, it was getting me down. Then I tried this wrinkle remover, and wow, what a difference.
So it looks pretty real. Obviously, you want to overlay this with other clips and content, and this is going to be 100 safe to use. It's not going to get your videos taken down or anything. So if you guys want to use this, you guys can. But in the beginning, you could just download videos from Calidata or TikTok. So once you actually have around 9 to 10 different pieces of content, you want to actually go ahead and start running ads. I don't really like to overcomplicate things, and to be honest, you really don't need to either. So my strategy is pretty simple. I like to have one CBO at $100 per day, with around 3 to 5 different ad sets within that CBO and 3 creatives within each ad set. Now, I'm just gonna let this run for 1 to 3 days depending on the metrics. If the cost per clicks and the metrics are absolutely terrible on day 1, I might cut it. But usually I give it a little bit of time so I can get enough data to analyze and take action based off that. Now, if your campaign isn't doing well, you wanna look at the data and analyze what's going wrong. Are you having a high cost per click? Are you getting add to carts but you're not getting enough sales? Are you getting sales but just not profitably? You have to diagnose what the issue is and make iterations based off that, which is why I added this little advertising analysis thing. So if your CPMs are high, you can click into it and it'll tell you exactly what to do. If your add to carts are high but you're not getting any sales, it'll tell you exactly what to do. If sales are coming in but you're not making any profit, you can click on it and it'll tell you exactly what to do, and so on for a bunch of different cases. So you can go ahead and find this in the description, again, for completely free, and you can use that to determine what your next step should be. Now, if you get a sale on day one and it starts showing traction, this is when you can double down on getting more content, improving your website, adding upsells, adding SMS reminders, email flows, and doing all the fancy stuff only if a product is proven. Now, I can almost guarantee that if you follow this system to a T, you will see results. And I'm telling you, AI made this entire process way simpler. None of this existed when I first started dropshipping, so use this to your advantage. Now, if you do want to get that extra help and support that AI really can't do, because this is coming from 5 to 6 years of personal experience in the game. I've been doing this stuff for a while. It's nothing new to me. And it is doing around 8K a day. So yesterday I actually did 8K. This will ensure you build your store the right way, you're testing the right products. I do have a few spots open for one-on-one, and I'll leave that in the link below. But again, if you learned something from this video, drop a like. If you're not already subscribed, there's gonna be more content coming. Don't miss out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.